This is an incredible product, and you might be wondering, why do we talk about ProBio when we talk about our health and defense systems? Isn't this just healthy bacteria for us? But when you think about our general system that we have inside the body to keep us safe and healthy, 70% of that system is actually our digestive tract. And what lines our digestive tract are going to be these healthy and unhealthy bacteria. Now, when we talk about bacteria, a lot of people think of them as all bad, right? All bacteria is harmful. But when you think about the science, and this is an emerging field, it's really about this balance. And it's about this ecosystem of all these different bacteria and virus and fungi and different components that actually live inside of us. In fact, I don't know if you guys know, but we actually have more bacteria inside of the human body than actual human cells. So believe it or not, we're more foreign than we are human. And so we want to make sure that we have a healthy balance of these very positive, beneficial bacteria inside the body. And that's why ProBio PCC is actually so incredible, is because we looked at the literature and looked at the different probiotic strains, and there's some good ones and some bad ones. But we wanted to make sure that ours was high quality, that it met the quality for what is going to make something different, what is going to make something actually colonize and provide unique health and defense benefits inside the body. This is just a little bit of background here. I kind of just briefly covered it, but we have a lot of different bacteria in the human body. We have over 1,000 different species of bacteria in a typical adult with a lot of variation, right? Your bacterial colonization is very different from mine based on your stress levels and your environment and your diet and where you live. And a lot of scientists can't agree on what is the best ratio of bacteria in the body, but what most scientists do agree on is that a variety of these healthy probiotics is super beneficial for our health. So these are the requirements, and I'm not going to go in depth about all these things, but just know that our probiotic strain called Lactobacillus fermentum PCC survives that harsh acidic environment of the stomach. Right? The stomach is actually part of your defense system, because if you have a foreign invader that comes in, you want to secrete a lot of acid to be able to kill it off. But there are certain bacteria that can actually fight through that are resilient enough, and our probiotic strain is just that. It's a very strong, resilient strain. It colonizes. There's data that's showing that it actually colonizes in the gut. If a probiotic just goes straight through you, it really doesn't do you any good. It has to colonize. In other words, stick to the side of this intestinal wall that we have to be able to secrete some of the compounds and provide some of the benefits that it does. Identity and concentration. What I'll mention here is that we have an effective dose even at the end of shelf life. So we have 2 billion colony-forming units at the end of shelf life, and this is a dose based on the clinical studies. I know there's a lot of products, and people ask me all the time, well, what about this one that has 5 billion or 10 billion or 20 billion? And I tell people all the time, I don't care what the number is. I care if it's guaranteed at the end of shelf life, because probiotics usually aren't very stable. And then number two, I care is this based on the actual clinical studies? So whatever dose that you're providing, are there clinical studies at that dose that show the benefit? And that's what we can guarantee to the world with our ProBio PCC. Our product also does come in this unique container. I think I showed it here earlier. Yeah, so it's in this this plastic container, but it's a dual layer. So it's got this outside layer that protects against the environment very well, but inside, and you can't really see here from this picture, but it's got this inside layer that acts as kind of a natural desiccant. One of the unique things about this unique packaging is that it allows it not to need to be refrigerated until you open it. When you open the product, it is still best practice to refrigerate, but we have stability data for our product guaranteeing 2 billion colony forming units at the end of shelf life, even if you never refrigerate the product. And so that's what's so incredible about this unique packaging, keeping it stable, keeping a high concentration. Now, with this, I'll close here, and I know the team is going to talk about these packages and some of the deals behind them, but I just want to mention a little bit behind the science of why someone might want to take ProBio PCC with G3, which is one package, or why someone might want to take T-Green 97 with AI10, which is another package. And so ProBio PCC, you think about it, it's this healthy probiotic. It's this healthy bacteria that's going to support colonization inside the body. And when you think about these bacteria, they're competing for survival, and they're competing for nutrient absorption as well. And so if you can have a healthier balance of this bacteria inside the body, you can potentially have better absorption of some of these premium high quality products that you take, like G3, right? Which has already been enhanced with improved bioavailability using these lipocarotenes that has these carotenoids, that has this vitamin C. And so you can kind of see the complementary benefit of G3 in this juice with these unique antioxidants with supporting gut health and our health and defense systems. And the T green and AI10, you look over here, these maybe what I'll mention is that when it comes to our health and wellness systems, there are so many different parts to it. There are so many different cells to it. And while the AI10 portion is really focused on cell-to-cell communication to be able to provide that defense in the body, the T green is actually protecting those cells. It's kind of like that first line of defense against those free radical hits that are trying to cause oxidative stress and damage inside of the cells. And so it's kind of like you get this incredible combination with these different packages that we have to offer, which is why we're so proud of this company and the products that we sell. And I hope everyone gets a chance to try some of these incredible products and recommend it to your friends and your neighbors. And maybe I'll close with this in saying that a lot of people don't know what they miss out on in life in terms of their health until they actually start doing something about it and taking one of these products. They didn't realize. I talked to so many people who are like, wow, I didn't realize the benefits that I could receive. I didn't realize that I could feel healthier inside my body, or I didn't realize that I could, feel this way or have more energy, or whatever the product benefit is, until they actually take a product. And so a lot of people, they just kind of limp along in life without good nutrition from these incredible supplements until you recommend it to them. So don't be afraid to share with your friends and neighbors. So I think I'll close with that. Thank you so much, everybody.